Hey everybody, Preston here. As you know, my name is also, Godzilla Hawk. That's my YouTube channel name. And today I'm going to be giving you guys your TNA Sacrifice review. Now there were some ups and then there were some downs. We're just going to go over the matches individually and then I'll grade out of 10 what I thought honestly about this pay-per-view. So we'll start with the opener. It was the Wolves versus Bromance, Robbie E, Jesse Garrison, and then DJ Z, also known as Zima Isle. Excuse me. After a game, countless disqualifications by the Bromance, I called it from a start, if they're going to do this tag team match, do something that, has no disqualifications, or if they get disqualified, they lose the titles, and of course it's a no disqualification 2-on-3 handicap match for tag team championships. It says here it's a 14-minute match. It wasn't really anything special, to be honest. I was never a huge fan of the Bromance in the first place. All I can say is, out of all of them, Jesse Goddard's is by far the way better athlete in my opinion. I'll have to admit that dropkick he did was pretty good. But again, the Wolves are still impressive as always, and the Wolves end up defeating them. Either that, it wasn't really anything special. They didn't use weapons or anything, unless you count the laptop. But that was about it, and a little bit of steel gray and a little bit of steps, but that was about it. It was nothing really major. It was just there. At least the Wolves won, finally. Next match was a committed match, which I personally like to call an ambulance match, because that's what type of match it was. Except instead of an ambulance, it was a I'm going to call it a psycho van, basically it was a van. Whoever wins has to be sent to a mental hospital. We'll put it that term, mental hospital. Blech. So it was between Mr. Anderson, and Samuel Shaw. Again, wasn't anything special. I'm kind of glad they did have this match. Does this mean the feud ends? I'm going to say no, and I'm going to say Samuel Shaw somehow returns and they have their feud continue for the next pay-per-view. It depends on what happens. But like I said, this match, it was cool to see this, but again, it was just like the first match. It was just kind of there. It was definitely way better than their last matches they've had, especially on Lockdown and on Impact, but that's not really saying much. The only reason it was better is because it was longer, it had a little bit better storytelling to it, and they did a little bit more in the match, and it wasn't just, we're going to grab and we're going to stop, and it was more like we're going to punch and we're going to do this and that. So it was just interesting, and Mr. Anderson ended up winning that match. Again, nothing special. Next is the Kurt Angle and Willow versus Ethan Carter and Rockstar Spud. Again, I didn't really care for this match. Willow and Kurt Angle, I like to say, kind of dominated the entire thing. Some people will say that's not entirely true, but let's face it, when you heard about this match, the reason this match was going to suck in the first place was because Rockstar Spud's in there. I don't understand what they're doing with this character. His character sucks. I saw this guy who was doing gut check. He was actually not a bad wrestler, so why are they giving him this wimpy, goofy gimmick? It's just stupid. And this match in general was, I did watch it, but again, wasn't anything special. If they would have taken out this match and then maybe put in a committed match or an X Division Championship match, I think that the pay-per-view would have been way better in my eyes. That's just my honestly think. Next is Sanada versus Tigre Uno in a one-on-one match for the X Division Championship. This match was good. I would not say it was the greatest match on the card. It wasn't the best match on the card, but it was definitely really good. These guys worked really well together. These guys did a lot of technical wrestling moves. These guys did a lot of high-flying moves, and it was very good, especially for an X Division match. It was very good. These guys worked really well together. But at the end, Sanada ended up winning this match and retaining his X Division Championship. So, good job TNA for that. Even though it wasn't built up, really, really well, you still had a good match, and it was definitely one of the matches of the night. Actually, I wouldn't really say that, but it was pretty damn good. I happy about that. Next, we have Gunner versus James Storm I Quit match. Some people, actually, I know a lot of people will say, again, I called it match of the night. The only problem with this match was the crowd. Like, sometimes the crowd wasn't really interested in it. But again, I predicted it. Great I Quit match. Great storytelling. Great build-up. A lot of unique ways of using weapons. You had James Storm smash the beer ball and Gunner split open, which I marked out for. I was really happy about that because it made it more realistic. Like, if you got hit in the head with a beer ball, would you just be like knocked out, or would you be like knocked out and bleeding? So I like that. And then they did the chair spot again when they did the suplex, but instead Gunner split the chairs up a little bit further away from each other and then put a steel barricade on it and then suplex, which I thought was pretty cool. You got the spike DDT on the steel steps, which looked pretty good. You had the multiple trash can shots over and over again, which was funny. But at the end, Gunner ended up winning by getting one of the pieces of the broken beer ball and stabbing in the forehead to James Storm. James Storm ended up quitting. Love this. I really enjoyed this match. It was very good. This is what an I Quit match should be. Unlike WWE with their Jack Swagger and Del Rio match. And then their last I Quit match I did in TNA, which I believe was Diva. I think it was. What was his name? It was between Kurt Angle, one of the members of Ace and Ace. I can't remember if it was Devon, I believe, or I can't remember his name. I can't remember. I know who I'm talking about. It's just I can't remember his name. He was in WWE as well. He was, I think, part of one of the members of the Nation of Domination. I think you might know who I'm talking about. I think it was probably him, and they had an I Quit match, but it was only a few minutes, and they didn't use a single weapon. It was like, it was bad. But this match was definitely a match of the night for me. I enjoyed it. So good job, TNA. Love these matches. Next, we have Angelina Love versus Madison Rayne. I can't even talk about this match because it wasn't because it was really good or if it was really bad. Because I was doing live stream and it just started buffering, and I had to kept on refreshing it and restarting it, and it just wouldn't buffer. So finally, I clicked on a different link, and by the time I got to a different link and it started working, it was already the Bully Ray Bobby Roode match. All I can say is Angelina Love won, which is cool. I knew she was going to win. I predicted it. So I'll have to check that match out whenever it comes up again. So, like I said, I can't really say anything much about the match because I didn't get a chance to watch it. So next was Bobby Roode defeating Bully Ray in a tables match. I was never a fan of tables matches in the first place, but this match was decent at best. I'm not going to say it was amazing. I'm not going to say it was terrible, but it was decent at best. The one thing that confused me was the ref just got knocked down. I don't remember the ref getting knocked down by Bully or Bobby Roode or anything. I think he just like, oh, I'm going to collapse. Now, I didn't know if that was a botch, or I didn't know if that was part of a storyline, like trying to screw Bully. But you see Bully Ray stacked Roode on two tables. He was going to jump over, but you see someone come out and unscrew the ropes and push him off. Bully Ray goes through the tables. Bully Ray loses, and it turns out to be Dixie Carter. I could tell from the hands and the voice that was Dixie Carter. As soon as I saw the ref go down, I knew Bully Ray was going to get screwed somehow. I predicted it, and I know a lot of fans are going to say the same thing. Oh, TNA, it always comes with a twist. They're always playing twists, which is true. Yes, they do plan twists. And like I said, the match itself was not bad, but nothing. Again, it wasn't like the greatest thing on the card, so it was okay for what it was worth. Next, and the final match was for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's between Eric Young and Magnus. I have to say, this one might get mixed opinions on it. Some might like it, some might hate it. I think these guys did all right for a main event. I mean, it wasn't like a 5-star classic, but it wasn't horrible. It didn't do terrible in my opinion. These guys do work good together. And I liked it how there was a lot of false finishes. You had Magnus do the diving elbow, kick out. You had Eric Young do the elbow, kick out. You had Magnus doing the clover leaf, escaped. You had Magnus doing the other driver, the one where he lifts you up and drives you like that. He did that move, kicked out. Then you see Magnus kick out pile driver again, and then what ended was a pile driver and then elbow. When I saw him not pinning him, going for an elbow, I thought someone was going to interfere or something was going to happen. But no, he hit the elbow drop and ended up retaining the title. Like I said, I'm going to be honest. Eric Young, I was never a fan of him. I thought he was like the Santino of TNA. He was just a joke character. No one took him seriously, and I was just like, oh, get this jobber off my TV. But then I actually started watching him wrestle, and started paying attention more to his wrestling rather than his gimmick. And he's actually a good wrestler, and I'm glad he's world champion. Now a lot of people are going to say, oh, he's a Daniel Bryan ripoff and stuff like that. But maybe that's the case. We gotta realize both WWE and TNA have stole ideas from each other in the past. It's fact. They steal each other's ideas all the time. It's nothing new. And if people complain about this still, it's going to be just, you know what? Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, I would do the Angelina and Madison Rayne match, but like I said, I didn't watch it, so I can't tell if it was good or bad. But let's see here, let's go over. We had okay, nah, good, awesome, didn't watch, decent, and then good. I'm going to put the main event was just good. It was good. So overall, I would say this TNA had, it was kind of like more half-half, like with decent and okay, and then to awesome. So it's kind of split. So if I had to rate this, I'd probably give it like a C maybe. I'm not going to give it B because, you know, I don't want to say, oh, I'm giving it a B, and turns out Angelina Love and the Madison Rayne match was terrible. So it was okay. It was an okay pay-per-view. I thought Lockdown was way better. But we'll see what happens with WWE Extreme Rules next Sunday, I believe it is. So we'll see how WWE does with Extreme Rules and see if that pay-per-view is going to be worth watching. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So comment down below. Tell me what you guys honestly think about the pay-per-view in general. Yeah, and don't forget, I'll have 2 voting polls down below. One for who's better video, so choose, and then the other one is a wrestler talk. They were either Brandon and I, or depending who, will talk about that individual wrestler, and we'll just talk about whether it's the positives or the negatives. It doesn't matter. We'll just talk about that wrestler and give our honest thoughts on, like, were we fans of this wrestler? What are some highlights? What were the good things about this wrestler? What were the bad things? So please continue voting. I'll let you guys take about a month or 2 to vote, because I really want to do this video. Both these videos up soon. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully expect more videos on WGS, hopefully by this week, depending on school and everything. And also stay tuned for Extreme Rules review next Sunday, which most likely I will be doing, and expect maybe a few more videos on this channel beforehand. So that's pretty much it. Take care, all my peeps, and I will talk to you guys later. Peep out.